Well, a win is a win! Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Phillies That's the videocast recapping last night's game between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets as the Phillies defeat the Mets by a final score of 2-1, as last night was a lucky victory, ladies and gentlemen, after he scored 2 runs on the Chase Anderson strikeout to drop third strike. James McCann definitely helped out the Phillies last night. Guys, before we get into this video, please subscribe if you haven't done it yet. Please turn the notification bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and let's get into this. So, a win is a win, right? This Phillies team is just so depleted right now. Bryce Harper out of the starting lineup, JT Realmuto out of the starting lineup. I mean, Didi Gregorius goes on the virus IL. Gene Segura is still out. So, this team is just so depleted right now, ladies and gentlemen, and it's just not as fun to watch, right? I mean, of course, it's still Phillies baseball. It's still fun to watch, but without some of the big guys, it doesn't make it as entertaining. I mean, there's no question about that. It's amazing how much the game changes when these guys are on the starting lineup. You know, the BCIB, Bryce Harper, and it's crazy, right? It's just crazy. A little injury updates. Archie Bradley was at Citizens Bank Park yesterday. We all know he's still in the IL, but they scheduled a bullpen for him to throw, so hopefully he completed that. And Gene Segura, I read a report that he took batting practice yesterday, and he's going to come off the IL any day now. He's eligible to come off today, actually, but who knows if that'll happen. Hopefully we can get him back as soon as possible. Let's jump right into the scoring ceremony in the bottom of the second inning. After Odubel Harris walked on 4 pitches, Chase Anderson coming up to the plate, and he strikes out, but the ball gets away, a passive ball. And that allows Brad Miller and Andrew Knapp to score, and the Phillies now take a 2-0 lead. How can that play get any more Mets, right? How can that play get any more Mets? James McCann, he looked like a deer in the headlights back there, looking around. He didn't know what in the world was going on. He had no idea what was going on, looking around. Marcus Stroman, he didn't even cover home plate. He didn't even cover home plate. When Andrew Knapp scored, Marcus Stroman, by the time Andrew Knapp crossed the plate, then Marcus Stroman finally ran over, and it was too late. Just a total miscommunication. That's not the way you play baseball. Mets manager Luis Rojas has to be flipping out about that. He's not even covering home plate. How in the world do you make that play? That is just so anemic. That is so pathetic. And the Phillies take advantage of it. But not only did McCann not handle that ball the way he should have, he got crossed up. There's no question about it. But Stroman not covering the plate. And they definitely, most likely, I don't know, but they could have had a chance of getting Andrew Knapp at home plate if Marcus Stroman would have been heads up and covered the plate. But nevertheless, we'll take it. The Phillies now take a 2-0 lead. I was so happy when that happened. Of course, right? The Phillies jump ahead 2-0 against Marcus Stroman, who you're not going to hand the ball to home runs against this Met team, right? They've kept the ball in the ballpark, especially Marcus Stroman. He's really kept the ball in the ballpark. And we wouldn't see scoring until the top of the 6th inning when Dominic Smith, he was on a ground ball to left field, and Pete Alonso scores, and the Mets get on the board now, a 2-1 ball game. That's your final. 2-1 Phils. I tell you what, if it wasn't for James McCann getting crossed up, and if it wasn't for Marcus Stroman not covering the plate, who knows what would have happened in this game, because the offense just looked asleep in this ball game, right? It's just like no offense. Only 3 hits. The Mets out-hit us 6-3. So it's just crazy. McCutcheon at a leadoff spot, we all thought maybe he was getting a little bit better. He goes hitless last night in 4 at-bats. That's just disappointing to see. And Matt Joyce, what's going on with Matt Joyce? Another hitless performance. Got the start in right field, and then he moved to left field later in the ball game. But jumping at the wall for a ball, and he wasn't even close to. I bet that hurt, but he wasn't even close to catching that ball. Right, he looked like a fool. Reese Hoskins, another hitless performance, but he did draw a walk. Brad Miller slashing a fine .324 batting average, getting a knock and scoring a run on that drop third strike. Alec Bohm, we all thought he was heating up, right? He goes hitless last night with 2 strikeouts. And he did hit the ball hard a few times, but man, oh man, you just hate to see that. It's just like we need to wake this guy up. Nick Maton, after he seemed to be doing well the final 2 games of the road trip, he goes hitless last night, but Andrew not getting the knock, and Odubel finally getting his first hit of the season, a bunt down the third base line. He's able to beat out. That's a heads-up play right there. And he also grounded into the fielder's choice, but that ball was hit really hard to Jeff McNeil at second base. That was hit really, really hard. But I tell you what, Chase Anderson, thank you. It wasn't even his fault, right? I mean, it was James McCann who really messed up on that one. But boy, oh boy, let's take a look at Chase Anderson's start last night. 5 innings, 5 hits, 1 run. The run was earned, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts. Very, very good. He was very, very good. I have to say, he's our number 5, right? And of course, our rotation's all messed up right now. We had Aaron Nola going on Thursday, and then we had Chase Anderson going last night, Friday. So it's just the rotation's all messed up right now. But Chase Anderson, he was very, very decent last night. Number 5, those are really good numbers. Of course, he made a few mistakes here and there, but he did pretty well. He did. And he did not officially allow that RBI single to Dom Smith. But unfortunately, the run was charged to him. That was Jojo Romero who allowed that, but that was an earned run for Chase Anderson since he did put that runner on base. So it makes sense, right? He did put a Pete Alonso on base, so that's why that run was charged to Chase Anderson. But he was very decent last night. It's his first win of the 2021 regular season as the Phillies wrap up the month of April, and we're now on May 1st, ladies and gentlemen. Hard to believe we already have a month down of Phillies game recaps. It's unbelievable. Jojo Romero, he needs to clean up a little bit, right? And I understand that technically that RBI was not his fault and it was not an earned run charge to him, but he just needs to. He's been a little bit shaky this year, but Brandon Kinsler, he did a nice cleaning out of the Phillies bullpen, getting 2 Ks, and Jose Alvarado, he looked wild. We're getting this right now. The bench is clear. The bench is clear after he strikes out Dom Smith in a crucial situation. We're down 3-0, and then he comes and fights back to get him swinging. You love to see that. It looks like words were said, right? It almost looked like he said, yeah, I got you. And then Dom Smith had a right to be upset. He did. Jose Alvarado definitely shouldn't have said that. That's not right. That's not right. You just don't say that. And I don't know exactly what was said, but there's no reason to flip out like that. There's no reason to flip out like that. Yeah, you don't gloat, right? You don't gloat. Yes, we struck out Don Smith, but there's no I don't know exactly what was said, but it looked like Jose Alvarado was the one who was instigating this. And I had to be objective as a Phillies fan. You all know I hate the Mets. I hate the Mets. You guys know that. I am a Phillies fan, and I cannot stand the Mets. This is good for baseball, but Jose Alvarado seen, from my opinion, from what I gathered, seemed like he was bragging about striking out Dom Smith, kind of getting in his face a little bit, like yelling over there, and Dom Smith had a right to take exception to that, and he did. And boy, but there's some bad blood last night in South Philadelphia between the Phillies and Mets. The bench is clear, right? You saw that. Jose Alvarado gets ejected for doing that, and he should have been. That was not right, but you love to see the Mets-Phillies rivalry. You love to see that. I just love that, right? That's awesome. Then it would not be done, right? It would not be done in the bottom of the 8th inning. And Miguel Castro on the mound for the Mets. And he throws 2 inside fastballs to Rhys Hoskins. He walks them, one of them being 98 and the other one being 97. Rhys Hoskins looks out there. I think he said something. Then the bench is clear again. And you look at Francisco Lindor, he's like, dude, chill. Calm down, right? So even Francisco Lindor was even saying, like, dude, chill. You got to calm down. So that was amazing. We always talk about it. The baseball, it's people say it's a dying industry. Not as many people are getting into the game and everything. And yes, I think baseball needs to be a bit more exciting, but you love to see it. You look at the rivalries around baseball. You look at the Yankees, Red Sox. You go look at the Dodgers, Padres. And you look at, here in the NL East, the Phillies and Mets, right? You love to see that, right? That is good for baseball. Put the fact we're a Phillies fan aside. We have a lot of hatred for the Mets, and then the Mets have a lot of hatred for the Phillies, right? So it goes both ways, and I think that's really, really good for baseball. Fires up the fans, fires up the players, and now there's tension in the series. And for the second straight series, there's been tension, right? In the Cardinals series, you saw Bryce Harper and Diego Garza get whaled, and then we whaled Nolan Arenado, so there's some tension in that series. And here we go again, right? To start off the season this early, yesterday was April 30th. Crazy, right? It's crazy. Already some tension here between the Phils and the Mets. So, like I said, that is good for baseball. You all should know that. I just love to see that. But Sam Coonrod gets a save. His first of the season after pitching inning. Hector Garcia needs a little bit of rest, right? There's no question about that. He's been working a lot of innings out of the bullpen. I think he did need a day off. So the Phillies win the first game of the 3-game set in Philly at CBP against the struggling New York Mets squad. But this was not the most exciting win. A win is a win, but this was not like a win to get fired up about. This is not, you always are going to get excited about a win, but this wasn't like Rhys Hoskins, 3 home runs, or, something, Alec Boehm had 4 RBIs. This was not like one of those games, right? It just was not. We talked a little bit about some injuries, right? Some health concerns, right? With Bryce Harper. Read a report that his wrist, the ball hit off his face and then hit his wrist. and apparently his wrist is more sore than his face is, which is believable. So apparently he was out due to precautionary reasons yesterday. So, I mean, you got to rest him up. JT, he didn't call it the bench pitch hit. JT Realmuto was originally supposed to start this game. That's why Andrew Knapp was put in there, because apparently he has a sore glove hand. That's not good. And we all know he had a little bit of an issue at spring training with the broken thumb. So hopefully these issues are behind JT, but hopefully he's back in the starting lineup today. A little bit of a staffing update, with the coaching situation. Joe Girardi was absent from yesterday's game because he is a father first, right? He went to go down to Palm Beach to go to his daughter's college graduation. You'll have to see that. So bench coach Rob Thompson managed last night's game against the Mets. So, I like to see that. The thing I love about Joe Girardi is he's a father first. He's a father first, and that's the good thing. He's a father first, and he's a manager second. That's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. So, and I love that. I love that. Go and see your kid, right? Go and see your daughter. So, congratulations to Joe Girardi's daughter on graduating college, and that's where Joe Girardi should be. He should be down there, visiting his daughter, being at the graduation, right? I mean, he'll be back up in Philly tonight, managing the 6:05 start against the Mets. But I love that. I really, really do. And Rob Thompson, he did a fine job. He did very, very well. Rob Thompson was the acting manager in last night's ball game. He did exceptionally well, so good job out of Rob Thompson. I'm a big fan of Rob Thompson. Of course, we had him with Gabe Kapler as the manager, and then Rob Thompson and Joe Girardi go way back. They worked together, the Yankee days, and Rob Thompson was Joe Girardi's bench coach for a good amount of time when he's with the Yanks. So now they're manager and bench coach again. So they have a bit of a history with each other. So that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Well, a win is a win, right? I mean, like I said, it wasn't the most exciting, but hopefully we can get Bryce back out there tonight. Hopefully we get to see JT again. Jean Segura is eligible to come off the injured list today. The 10-day injured list. So hopefully we get to see him again. I am so excited to see Jean Segura. I mean, it's just I don't know. It just feels like the offense is different without him, right? He's a hit machine. We all know that. So I'm really, really looking forward to seeing Jean Segura. Let's go around and check the divisional scores, right? The Washington Nationals walk it off. Kyle Schwarber. Oh, boy, had a walk-off from him. John Lister looked very, very good last night for the Nats, and it's so weird to see him wear number 34. It's Bryce Harper's old number. It's so weird to see him wear that number 34. Looks so strange, right? And it just looks weird. It says Nationals 34, Lester 34. I'm so used to it saying Nationals 34, Harper 34. So the Nationals unfortunately win against the Marlins as they now get a 10-12 record. The Marlins are now in the basement at 11-14. So the Braves also lose to the Toronto Blue Jays, 13-5. Crazy, right? Now 12-14 is the Phillies. Ladies and gentlemen, the Phillies are now in sole possession of first place with a 13-13 record. This division is a joke, ladies and gentlemen. It's a joke. I never have seen a division. I mean, it's just like the best team in our division is 13-13. We had all these analysts, we had all these people at the beginning of the season saying the best division in baseball, the best division in baseball, the best division in baseball. Here in the NL East, the best division in baseball. It certainly has not been the best division in baseball. There's no question about that. It's been a pretty weak division. We all know that. It's just like, boy, oh boy, right? I mean, it's just like this division is a joke. It's just so bad. I mean, it's just like the Braves losing and the Nationals, they've been really hot and cold. The Nationals do concern me a little bit. They're kind of striking distance. The Braves concern me much more than the Nationals, of course. I still think the Nationals are a joke. I really do. And they haven't done much since they won the World Series back in 2019. The Mets, I mean, Francisco Lindor 0-for-5 last night, now batting 189 with just one home run. This guy is a joke. How much money are they paying him? Mike Conforto doesn't look good. Jeff McNeil doesn't look good. Dalton Smith's kind of had an off start to the season, not when he plays the Phillies, right? So guys, thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe if you have not yet. Please hit the notification bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Check out those social media link in the description section. At Phillies Injuries of Instagram, take out for next Instagram. Call or text 267-225-3392. Email me, phillieshotstove@gmail.com. 6:05, the first pitch tonight at Citizens Bank Park. Taijuan Walker on the mound for the Mets. He's 1-1 with a 2.14 ERA going into Zach Wheeler, former New York Met, 2-2 with a 3.13 ERA. He's coming off of a great start against the St. Louis Cardinals last time around. Hopefully you can replicate that again. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Let's go Phillies 6:05 tonight. I'm Luke and I will talk to you later. Let's go Phillies. I'll see you.